Hi, my name's Emma Hogan and I'm a colour pencil artist, and I thought I would just talk about the Fabriano Artistico Hot Press paper that I use and just talk about the weight. So basically the thinness, the grams per square as the universal measurement. So this one's 300, 300 pound, not 300 pounds, sorry, 300 GSM, 140 pounds. You can see how thin and easy to bend the paper is, as opposed to this one, which is a 640 GSM, 300 pounds. It's super thick, it's like card, basically. So I will tell you at the end of the video which one I prefer, so if you stick around, I will tell you then. At the moment I will just describe each of the features and why I like to use this paper. So the surface has a different texture on both sides. So on this one, the thicker one, you have to, I think you can only buy this thick paper sheets. I don't think you can buy it as a pad. This one is a great one to start with because it comes in a pad, and you can get that anywhere, Amazon or pretty much any art shop. Well, not any art shop. Not all art shops stock Fabriano paper, Artistico. But you should be able to find it on Amazon quite easily. Whereas the thicker paper, that one you'd have to get that from an art supply store. Jackson's is where I get mine. I'm currently in Canada, so I couldn't get it because the postage was so extreme to come from the UK. So I managed to get this from Desirez in Canada. I ordered it online. I don't know if you can get it in stores, but I ordered it online. And it's free delivery over $30 odd, so that's quite good. But the side I use for the thick stuff has the Fabriano, I don't know if you can see it, etched into the paper there. That's the side I use. It's more of a smoother sort of deckled effect, that side, whereas on the other side you won't be able to see it in the camera. It's more linear, grainier. So that's the size I use for this big stuff. If you were to buy the pad, I would just say use the side up and not the underside. So this came from a pad, and I would use that side. So a lot of people use the thinner stuff mainly because it's thinner, you're feeling the underside of the table, and it makes it hard. The surface is harder, so you draw on it and it's just a harder surface, so it makes it darker, and it just works easier. Whereas if you use the thicker stuff, it's more of a spongy type, because it's so thick, it's spongier. So it takes longer to build your layers than it would on this one. But you can create more layers with this, giving, I would say, if you were to look at them both, this has a more softer, a more realistic look to me than this one does. I don't know if you think the same, but I do prefer the overall look of this one. There's harder work to work on this one, but I prefer its softer appearance to this one. So that's why I have opted for this, and I use this paper all the time as opposed to this. Just depends the kind of look, I suppose, you want to go for. You could use this if you wanted a more stark look, stronger look. Or if you want a softer look, this is probably better for fur, I suppose. The fur would go really well with this. But it just depends on your budget as well, I suppose, because this paper from Jackson's, one sheet of 22 by 30 inches is £14 or $14.67. and the this paper, the thinner stuff, is $7.05. So it's double the cost. So you have to just weigh it up, really. The one thing I will say, the reason why I prefer this is because it's so sturdy, you don't have to panic so much about getting a corner bend or it flopping about and you're going to bend it in half really easy. Whereas this is so thin that it kind of freaks me out when I'm putting it away that I'm going to damage it. So there is that benefit to it as well. And if you sell it to a customer, they think, oh, what nice paper. Not that it matters too much, but it does feel more luxurious. So I'll leave that with you, and you can make your own decision if you invest even in one sheet and just give it a go and see how you find it. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video interesting.